Welcome guys, week 14, and I apologize for the delay. We were away for the weekend, so I'm going to give you just a very quick update. So I'm just going to show you over here. I suppose, look at the size of these squash. They're the only two I have so far. There is more coming along up here and more flowers. The runner beans are just full of bees, thankfully. I got just been out harvesting. I probably should have made the video before I started harvesting. Just got some lovely big courgettes, a load of chilies, which is fantastic. Some great strawberries over here, and obviously some cherry tomatoes and some peppers as well. So as you can see, everything is doing great. Loads of more flowers coming up there on the top of the tomato plant, which I'm thrilled to see, because there's loads of tomatoes down here and they're starting to ripen up, if you can see them in there, and on this side as well. Look, so just going to show you over here. I started planting. Unfortunately, some slugs got in and ate my okra, so I'm going to try again. I've got some rocket growing here, and this is just some coriander. Look at the avocados, they're finally coming up. This is a tree I started planting. It's related to the monkey puzzle. I didn't know if they were going to start growing, but look, I have them, plenty of them coming up, so I'm absolutely thrilled. But I am noticing I have green fly, so I have been out spraying everything. I'm just cleaning them off with my hands, but I've been out spraying everything with neem oil, just to try and make it as natural as possible and keep the green fly away, because you can see something is eating my sweet potato. I don't really mind. I think a certain amount of gardening you do have to sacrifice, and it just comes down to more the optics of it, in the sense that it just doesn't look nice when the leaves are eaten, but the insects have to eat too, I suppose, just like ourselves. So you do have to sacrifice a little bit. The aubergine has really grown up this week, but again, still no aubergines. I might start giving out to it again, because that seemed to work the last time to get some of the plants to go into flower. Loads of gherkins. I have pickled loads of gherkins inside. It's great. The cucumbers, I'm just going to leave them there for a few more days because I actually just don't need them. We have cucumbers inside. Next year I'm going to plant more cucumbers, because both myself and my partner like cucumber, and I probably haven't planted enough. I'm going to bring you outside. Disappointing news. Look at what happened. So we had a really bad storm. I wasn't here for it. I came home, and we were in England, and I came home and this was completely flat onto the ground. So you can see some of the plant is dying. It snapped. So I've tied it back up, but it's really heavy. And even with the sweet corn, the maize, look how it's got blown over as well. So I've put a little bit of soil around it, trying to pack it back up again. And I've got some strings there to tie it up. The potatoes, they are to be harvested in about 10 days time. And I've just picked back some of the rocket, and I've left the seeds here to dry. So as they dry out, then I'm just going to pop them into the soil here and let the rocket grow on and keep growing. And there's spinach here. So yeah, really just so disheartening, because to be honest with you, we're not really big bean eaters, but like these are the beans. You can see them. They're perfectly picked. Like, I forgot to pick these ones. Look, they're huge. I'm just going to let them actually go and become proper beans, and then I pick them. But it's just a lovely plant to have in the garden. It attracts in so many bees, and I love just the beautiful red flowers. They're just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm keeping this short. For those of you that have been following me, I apologize. I didn't get around to, well, we were away, so and this happens. Thank God for the irrigation system, the solar powered irrigation system. It's working an absolute treat, and just kept everything just watered enough to keep it going. Now when I came back last night, I was late, so I got out this morning and I watered everything and I fed everything again. Just while I have you there, I might as well show you my lemons. So this video, yeah, there's not a massive amount to update you from. You can just see everything's taller, more bees. And thankfully, yeah, actually, I'm just going to show you here the pumpkin. So as I said in the last video, I will not be growing pumpkin again next year. So this is just an experiment. It's so big, it just takes everything, and I've turned it around and coiled it, and I've got it growing up this now. But you can see in here the female, and then this then is the male. There's nothing underneath it. So there's a lovely bee, and he's going in between from here, and then he's going over to there. So pollinating, thank God for the bees. We'd be lost without them. And then these are just more of the pickles. So I let them grow a little bit bigger, and then once they're bigger, then I'll show you. Like this one probably will be ready to pick tomorrow or the next day. You can see there's more in here. They're all coming along. Really prolific, really prolific in terms of harvest. But yeah, I'm definitely going to think next year exactly how I'm going to plan all of this out, because the pumpkin will not be here. And the squash, I think I might move up to here and swap the courgettes to here. But everything will change, and I suppose you have to do a cycle and see how everything grows for you to then decide, no, I'll change this up and I'll change that, or I'll do more, grow more of this and less of that, because as things stand, wouldn't do pumpkins, would do more squash, because I could grow them up the trellis. It's really handy. Would definitely do more cucumbers. Aubergines have so far been a waste of time. I hope you're listening, aubergine. You've time to redeem yourself. It's still only August. Cherry tomatoes have been fab. Strawberries have been fab. The regular tomatoes that are growing up here, they're doing really well. The peppers have been amazing. I probably would get another pepper if I had the option, because we eat a lot of peppers, and I just chop them up and freeze them, and that's what I'm going to do with the chilies. I'm just going to be chopping up and freezing them. And outside, probably I wouldn't grow maize again or sweet corn. Like, our garden is completely sheltered. We have a 6-foot wall the whole way around. It just shows you how strong the wind must have been yesterday to have done that level of damage. But maize or sweet corn, whatever you want to call it, can be a little bit iffy of a plant. It doesn't grow very deep roots. So even I have some growing here in the greenhouse, and occasionally it falls down. But I've actually the beans have started growing up it, so it's kind of holding it up now, which is great. In North America, the Native Americans used to grow beans, sweet corn, and something else, I can't think of it, together, and they were called the Three Sisters, and they would actually grow and support each other. So the beans would feed the soil, and the sweet corn would provide the structure for the bean to grow up. So it was that symbiotic relationship. So really good. Today the temperature in here, I've had the door open for ages, so it's 25. I got up to 46 degrees. I actually think, in fairness, probably not hitting that temperature. You've got to remember that it's on a piece of metal, so the metal heats up in itself. But yeah, the temperature is pretty consistent lately as well, which I think is why everything is doing really well. But yeah, you can see over here we have something eating, but as I said, I really don't mind. The plants are all very healthy, and they're able to, and that's the big thing as well, they seem to be able to be okay with the level of nibbling that's going on. If that's the case, then you just kind of have to leave the plant do its thing, and let it go on. Now there's definitely something eating my cherry here, but anyway, I'll go. Thank you so much. I try and do another video during next weekend, just so you can see what it's like week 15. So we're then almost 4 months into growing. But it's been fab, and I hope you're all keeping well. What are you growing? Are there any changes that you'll be making to your greenhouse? And just make sure, please guys, to like and subscribe.